Good evening, everybody, or good early morning. It's 1:20. It's 1:20 my time. I don't know. I'm just having a hard time sleeping. I came home from work and I fell asleep. I watched a scary movie. I'm a scary movie junkie. I love horror films. I have not found a horror film that's really bothered me. I love horror movies. And I watched a really good one. It's called Haunt. I thought that was actually pretty good. It's fairly new, especially since it's coming up around almost Halloween time and stuff. So I watched that, and then I fell asleep. And now I'm just like, and then I started binge watching some different videos on YouTube and stuff. And I thought, well, shoot, I need to go to sleep because I got to get up and go to work tomorrow. Same old song and dance. Came home and it's like, but I fell asleep. I was tired, so yeah, scrolling through YouTube, and I seen, okay, so I always try to see what Mr. Upchurch is up to, because looks like he likes to get on in the middle of the night. I'm not sure exactly where he lives. I'm not sure exactly where you live, dude. Dude, I shouldn't call you dude. I don't know where you live, but it sounds like you like to be up in the middle of the night. That's probably when everything wanders in your brain too, kind of like a lot of us. But then I just seen that you uploaded some stuff saying, "Sup, fellers?" And I thought, okay, well, let's see what he's up to, because I was gonna try to put on a movie after I'd been watching some other videos that are just like life skills, life coaching, life lessons learned videos that I've been on for a while. But I want to see what he has to say, what he's got going on in the middle of the night, and see what he's got going on. Let's see.
What the hell y'all been doing? Yeah, I got a mustache now. I finally growed one. It's a baby one, but I still growed one, okay? I've been trying to do that for like infinity years now. Granted, it's like a 19-year-old mustache, but whatever, it's still even now. It used to not be. Yeah, it used to not. and it used to not even be there at all. It just came in like last week, so. I've missed you guys a whole lot. Give me a hug, or I'll kill you. Just kidding, I would never do that. Oh, geez, Upchurch is large. Oh, no, he's getting fat. Fuck you. Well, I have been off YouTube I ain't been off YouTube. I've been posting my songs and shit still, but I ain't made a video in like probably a month and a half. Dude, oh my god, dude, I did like a reset, you know what I mean? Bro, I noticed so much shit that I needed to notice, bro. And like, it wasn't one of them things where I was like forgetting who I am or anything like that. It was more like forgetting to do things for myself, and then also thinking that you guys expected more from me than what I was already doing, if that makes sense. Which I'm not saying y'all did anything. I'm talking about like that was my personal issue. Like I thought that I wasn't doing enough for y'all, because I mean, let's be real. I mean, I'm not on the radio for y'all, because I fucking can't be, because I won't play the whole record label game. But it was that and a few other things, and I don't know, man. I've been talking to people like in my DMs and shit, and telling supporters my actual personal problems. And I was asking my supporters shit because I wanted to know. You know what I mean? I wanted to know, like, dude, am I starting to be like a douchebag? And it's not because I do like douchebaggy fucking things. I mean, it's just the fact that a lot of these artists or entertainers in general, I feel like they start being somebody else and not even know it. You know what I mean? I feel like if you let yourself be...
You know what's so crazy is I was watching before this. What's her name? Let me go back to it, because I was binge watching her videos, and oh, what was it? What do I do? Hold on. And then I'm gonna have to go back to that because
helpful, because what a counselor can do, and this is like what
okay, so I started watching. I don't know. I got her name is Shallon Lester, and I somehow she was in my recommended. I didn't know that, but apparently she's a used to be the editor in chief of Star magazine for a long time, so worked around celebrities and stuff like that, you know, and gets all the gossip and the juicy details and stuff like that. But her videos I actually really like because there's a lot of explaining and psychology behind everything, and she talks about how that so here I got my little other cat just like wondering, crying over here, sorry. She talks about how celebrities at some level have to be narcissistic, and because it's got to be all about them, and you know, in some fashion that may be true, because you're gonna have so much attention on you once you get fame, and once you get, you know, the fame, it's all about you. It's all about people, what, you know, working for you, promoting you, doing what they can for you, and you have to have, it takes a certain type of mentality to have that, you know, I would think. But here he's saying, you know, am I starting to get that way? I think that's what he's trying to say is, am I starting to become full of myself and narcissistic and stuff like that, how they would categorize that. It's crazy, but so, I don't think so, because he's taken a step back and actually asking the questions.
With Facebook and Instagram and all these things for so long, like, I feel like some of these artists start to change and they don't even know it. And some of them care about them changing and being, you know, douchebaggy and shit. Some of them don't give a fuck. I give a fuck very much, because I don't ever want to start turning into that, which I don't think I will.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That says a lot about him, because he had to step back, take a step back, and evaluate himself and look at himself and say, what, okay, definitely, who am I? Sometimes it's hard to separate yourself, or just look at yourself as a person. Who are you? Who exactly are you? Who am I? Am I what I appear to be on YouTube? Is that just a persona of me? How do people perceive me? How do people look at me? And it definitely looks like he cares a lot about what people thinks, not really thinks about him, but I think he cares about how he comes across. And that there's a difference between that, because some people just don't give a shit about what people think, you know. And there's a difference between that. There's a difference between you being a genuinely decent human being and caring about other people's feelings, and then there's a difference about just being narcissistic, all about yourself. You don't care whose feelings you hurt. It's all about you and nobody else matters. You don't ever step back and take a look at yourself and see, hey, maybe I'm turning into a person that I don't want to be. Maybe I need to step back and look and see.
But I don't know, man. It was just like some personal fucking reassurance I needed. You know what I mean? And I mean, look, the only reason I even thought about that is because between me and you guys, I'm in a fucking weird situation, anyways. You know what I mean? I mean, usually it's either you're a popular country singer, rapper, whatever, and you have a lot of other country singing, popular rapper friends or whatever. And like, it seems like that's the circle you fit in when you're in that position, because, you know, you have people you went to school with and hometown people just really not wanting to fuck with you or keep it real with you or just like wanting shit from you. But that's not the case with me. My case is, it's like half backwards. So like, I can release an album, and thanks to you guys, you know, it does go to number one, and it fluctuates and stays in the top 20 for, you know, sometimes weeks, sometimes months. Fuck, dude, I still got albums from 4 years ago that were still on the charts up until like 3 months ago. So the reality of you guys giving me that amazing opportunity to be that person, since I'm an independent artist and I'm being able to be beside names on the charts that are just humongous, and me being so fuck the record labels, fuck y'all record labels, it makes their artist look at me kind of weird. Rightfully so. I get you, motherfucker. I get you. But also, having such great success that you guys have let me have, it's made people, how do I say this? It's made people, fuck. It's made people that are just like me and you look at me different. But not different as in a good different. Not like, hey, that's Upchurch, man. That's fucking old singing ass, rapping ass Upchurch. Like, that's normal, man. I mean, I love that. It's made people like me and you not like me. And they don't even fucking know me, dude. Like,
Wow. Wow, that really gets me, and I can see his eyes, and I can see the pain in his eyes. The pain of trying to, wow, that gets me a lot, because I paused it, and you could see the genuine care in his eyes. Hold on, let me turn it. He cares genuinely about what his fans think. He does. I'm orange now. Sorry, guys. Like I say, I suck at videoing. He cares genuinely about what he's putting out for you guys as his fan base. And that's a, you know what's funny? It's a big burden to carry. It is. It really is. When you have a fan base, or you have people looking for your stuff all the time, or looking for you for hope. Because, mind you, whenever I was going through everything I went through, it was all about reaching out, and I stayed, it was YouTube that helped me a lot, keep me knowing there's still a world out there. But that's a big burden to carry for some people. It really is, because fans want what they want when they want it, and that's very, very tough. You're putting yourself. It takes a certain type of person to be able to have celebrity, fame, success, and still stay what people would say is normal. Can it happen? I don't know, to tell you the truth. I don't know, because you're put on a different level than most people, and I can't even imagine how hard that would be. But I could see this poor guy, his struggle with it. I really can.
they don't like me because of my status. Which I can understand why. Look at what the internet does. It makes us all look like rogue pieces of shit. Crazy motherfuckers. Gun-toting fucking crazy fucks. And dude, not all of us are like that. Do I have a lot of guns? Yeah. Did I vote for Trump? Yeah. Do I give a fuck about politics? Not really. Not now. I mean, but look at what people like me and you are portrayed to be. Look what people like them are portrayed to be. So what do? You know what I mean? The fuck, you can't do shit. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm getting at. None of that fucking matters. It don't. And, you know, the internet being so one-sided right now and making this group look good for this moment and then making this one look like shit and then reversing those roles and then grabbing this other one and be like, oh, what about this group? This group is a piece of asshole too. Get him. You don't take that shit. He called you a bitch. That's what's going on.
I agree with him 150,000% because the internet is a very, very powerful place. Why do you think presidential elections are playing out on YouTube, social media? Why do you think celebrities that have big voices get out there on social media? Because they reach the masses. They reach the masses. Otherwise they wouldn't be, it used to be way back in the day, they would have to make their commercials for their whatever their stance is on whatever they're running for, be it presidential elections, Congress, Senate, state, House, whatever. Now, it was a whole process back then of making videos, making commercials, making, phone calls. I remember, I'm that old where they would have to call on the regular landline. You'd pick it up and say, oh, it's a political, seriously, it's somebody from the Republican side calling, wanting to know what your stance on this is and that is. It's not that way no more because of technology. Technology is really, really up to it's at the touch of a hat. The touch of your finger. You can reach the masses. And it's powerful. It's very, very powerful. It could either make you or break you. And that would be scary for me, I think. I don't have very many subscribers. What I started my channel out being was to help people that are struggling with life, because I've been there, through depression, through anxiety, through just trying to feel what life is about, what's going on in life, and why are we here? We always have, and what in the hell is just going on with life? And I've learned that, and I see it more and more every day in my job, working at the job that I do in a therapist's office. I see how much people are hurting and how many people actually out there that need help. But it's being human beings. We have to learn and we have to grow every day. And what makes it harder these days is, I believe, is technology. And I think, I think this young man does, I applaud him. I do. I applaud him for stopping and thinking, having to step back and say, hey, maybe I need to step back and look at myself. Because half the time we don't really need to explain ourselves to anybody. I think it's more we have to sit there and figure out who we are as a person, and if we are happy with ourselves and who we are. Because every day we're going to be different. Every day we learn and we grow and we change. It does not matter. Every day is going to change us because something new happens every day that might affect the person we are the next day, if that makes sense. that's just life. And it's hard when we sit back and we have to question ourselves. But what you got to do is step back, get into yourself. And if you are genuinely happy with who you are, you're gonna attract those type of people too, because people are gonna judge you all day every day. They'll judge you all day every day. It doesn't matter. And people are gonna put you up, if you're a celebrity, it's just that way. They're gonna put you on a pedestal. They're gonna expect more from you. And I hate to say it just comes with the territory, but you can't lose sight of who you are for anybody. Yes, you can love your fans. You could put good content out for them. But first and foremost, you have to take care of you. Because if you don't take care of you, nobody else is going to take care of you. Because I see that happen with a lot of celebrities and stuff. And like, I've seen that happen with Hobson whenever he came out not too long ago and did the video where his last song, where he says he has to step back. And it might be his last song for a while because, he started talking about how he didn't know what people were with him anymore that were genuine friends. Money, once you get popular, fame, money, that changes the people that are around you. It really does. And it is. You just got to sit there and try to find that balance, that healthy balance for yourself. And I kind of like what he's saying. It's really crazy. I really do.
Comedians can't even make jokes. Racist jokes are funny. Religion jokes are funny. Did everyone forget what a joke was? When have you ever heard me call someone the N-word, bro? Like Nigger. Never. But that's not what it looks like. That's the thing. It's absolutely fucking crazy, bro. They're using the internet and all these outlets to program your fucking brain.
There you go. He's got that correct. He's right.
Really?
100%. Straight up.
Fucking brain, bro. I mean, I'm not crazy. I do regular.
I stopped watching the news. I honestly stopped watching the news because if you think about it, they say we get it from our sources. They're saying, okay, my sources, then this story's come out. How do you know what's fact and what's really fact and what's really true and what's not? Honestly. He's got a lot. And I want to continue